Hello, hello, hello. How is everyone doing today? The sum total of the 11 people that are in here right now. And before I forget, I need to plug that in. Marston Pool, Johnny, Howard, Matthew, Macaulay? Did I get it right? What's up? First? No, Johnny. You're like third, not first. Far from first. Only 6. I've just started, Ed. I've just started, dude. I was running behind. I was actually recording a Euro Truck Sim video tomorrow, which I've had to pull over to do the live stream, then to go back into it to finish recording it. Happy got a wheel version of the Jag? Yeah, figured. Figured a lot of people would be. As I gave a little subtle hint in the video that went live today, the fact sheets for me are just meh. It's silage equipment. I personally am not a huge fan of doing a lot of silage. You guys know this, so for me it was mediocre. But for a lot of people, however, it's going to be happy times for sure. And Roger. What are we doing today? As the title suggests, doing the odd jobs, whatever crops up that we need to do. We do have a field that's got bales in it, but they are the bales that we can just auto load to get rid of. So we'll be doing that. As in the thumbnail, we'll be setting courseplay going on the spraying. For some reason, monetization was switched off. GG. Unimog, fast track, Unimog. More utilitarian. Alright, let's get in game. There we go. Got the magic button back. Don't like the way Giants is showing more of the forage. Nah, I'm all for forage. Like, I'm all for it, it's just something that I personally am not particularly into. But we all know there's a lot of people that are. At last, a decent song. Nope. Okay, I'll let you off. I don't know why you were that off course. The Marston and the subs have been all over the shop, dude. So like I said in the video that went live today, and then look again, they've changed. Will you get early access to Class DLC? Presumably. I'm not the person to say yes, and you guys say why haven't you got early access because I was wrong. Presumably. I don't know. I'm not going to sound like one of those entitled people that go, yeah, I'm going to definitely get it, when, truth be known, you don't know until it appears in the emails. Presumably so, yes. How early? Don't know. That's the other question people tend to ask. Melandi seems using similar trucks in FS and DT. Not really. The finished truck. Johnny, welcome to Landic family. Hopefully enjoy your stay. Is out of. Well, I said it's out of. People recognize it from my summer car. The only similarities to that is I've painted them both olive. Because the other one you can deck out to look like a military truck. This one screams military truck, but in reality, is it? Yeah, I think some militaries were using it from the research I did. £15. Don't you have the season pass? Season pass you actually save quite a bit of money off of, actually. Yeah, Andy, what do you make of Train Sim World? Honestly, I like Train Sim World. It is very heavy on your system, though. If you've got a weaker computer, good luck. I don't know what it plays like on console. I would imagine it plays decent. People tend to rip them for having so much DLC. But guess what? No one's forcing you to buy the DLC. You buy what you want, like I do. I tend to stick to anything that comes out for North America and some of the UK stuff. And it's always root stuff I'll buy. I will not get loco add-ons, which just give you a different locomotive. I do not support that at all. I think that's kind of stupid, but each to their own. Yeah, it's 40 quid, but add up the cost of all the DLCs that are out right now. Usually season passes work out cheaper. I'm saying usually because maybe not all the time, but I know when I got season pass for Forza, it saved me a hell of a lot of money. Thank you, Landy. Best review I got today. Oh, what have you been asking several different people? In real life? Never seen one. How? Not that I know of. Well, fair enough. What's been the average person saying then? You got me curious now. Oh my god, we made a bridge. Hey, Tony, what's up? Do you find they limit the base game? When that game come out, Dovetail have the knack of really not putting a whole lot of stuff in it to begin with. Now, they partnered with CSX. When the Train Sim World first came out, it was Train Sim World, Train Sim World CSX Heavy Haul or whatever it was called. Then they started to do a lot of the UK stuff. So it's almost like they kind of rebranded it, did what they do pretty much all the time. For me, I got it because it was an American stuff, and I like the American trains and that side of stuff. The thing that really disappoints me with Train Sim World now, and it could be just because of the optimization, the game's come a long way. Each expansion you see new physics coming into play and all that good stuff, especially with the latest one that I got, which is the Florida one, I believe. I'm noticing, like, well, major disappointment, what I was saying is lack of steam trains. Now, is there a lack of steam trains because they have steam trains in Train Simulator, the regular Train Simulator, and they're still keeping that going, which kind of surprises me. I don't know, but that's... I'd like to see some steam trains in Train Sim World. The game's phenomenal. It looks absolutely stunning. I would love to see that completely maxed out graphics. It's probably beautiful. At the same time, I know people that have got really beefy PCs were struggling to run it. It has got better. I can definitely say it's got better, but it's still very heavy. What tractors have you driven in real life? If you are familiar with Bill's T-Max, his channel, he runs a cemetery in Orangeville. He has a 110 TLB backhoe and a John Deere compact utility tractor. I forget what the model number. I want to say it's 2530 or something like that. It's an R model, one of the smaller 2000 series. I've driven those. I've driven his Ford A10 with a Ford V8 flathead conversion. And at some point when I can get back up there, I'm hoping, because it fell through unfortunately, we just ran out of time that day, to drive his John Deere AR from, geez, what is it? 40s, 50s? It's old. But I've not driven any modern, if you like, proper agricultural tractors. I'd love to be able to have a go on one day. Truck driver, bus simulator for console. Truck driver, honestly, I don't think you're ever going to beat what SCS do. They don't want to put their game on console because they're going to end up watering it down and really killing it off what it is today. So, all the power to a company to try and do that. Whether they'll get the brands in there is another story. That's not even showing up as slipping. That's nice. I mean, honestly, American Truck Simulator and Euro Truck Simulator play on really low-end computers quite happily. I mean, Euro Truck Simulator still supports 32-bit operating systems, which is horrendously outdated. It's crazy. Johnny, we're not getting political, dude. That is staying out of here. As far as bus driver goes, I'm not familiar with that game, honestly. Don't think I've heard of it. But you take it, when Euro Truck Sim come out, they were very limited too. Thanks, Paul. And when SCS came out with the Euro stuff, they had UK Truck Simulator, which was a separate game, and they had Euro Truck Simulator, which was Europe. Then they come out with Euro Truck Simulator 2 and put them both together. But for me, I think the brands are going to be an issue. The mods, why do people play Euro Truck and American Truck Sim? Mods, especially American Truck Sim more than Euro. And, well, like I say, brands and cargo. Oh, that's right now, RT, or IT, YouTube. Currently looking for work there. It's just, exactly. And let's be honest, in the last 3 years, for example, SES have almost, I would say, doubled their team. They've gone through, since I've been following them, at least 3 different buildings because their teams got so large. And guess what? Effectively, they only put out DLC. And it's DLC where it's like paint jobs, which you don't have to buy, but if you want to, it's going to help them out. And map expansions. And they still seem to be thriving as a company. Says a lot. Says a hell of a lot. And when needs be, they update their games majorly. Adding DirectX 11 support has opened a whole new world for the game. The optimization now is unreal. Once they get that fully integrated, it's going to be a hell of a optimization increase. And SCS, I've said time and time again, really are a role model company to base your company after. And I think there's a lot of companies out there in the development world that should really look at how they interact with their communities and take note. Oh, combine 2 courses. Nope, 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 nope. I have no idea. I've not seen Oxy in here. How you doing, Sim, by the way? Never consider hello. I'm on console. A lot of people beg for mods. Back. Yeah, yeah. A lot of people on console don't understand how hard it is to get mods on console in the first place. And it's something that I've said time and time again. Console's lucky that modders are choosing to put mods on console in the first place. There's a reason Farm Sim Giants implemented the reward program, because I think they knew, in hindsight, modders probably wouldn't have put stuff on console if they weren't getting a bit of an incentive, because it is so hard. HC, once I know 100%, I should have asked Tom when he was in here the other night, it's actually going to be released and put up on the mod hub, 100%, I will do a first look on it. I've got it, I've checked it out, it is a good map. But until then, I've been bitten before by that, so I'm not going to do any content until I know 100% it will be out. I don't see the point if it's never going to come out and be up on the mod hub or anything like that, or be released, let's say. And I think that's fair. Alright, what we can do is jump into this. Drop that down, drop that. And go throw some barley into the seed master. I'm so glad Giants even added mods. Yeah. That being said, can't or won't FS do the same as ETS at your release? Farm Sim probably could if they updated stuff heavily, but I think with them, they're changing so much of the code as well as they progress, they probably wouldn't get away with it. I think Farm Sim would need to look at, and it could be a good idea for them to take a gap year, really polish the next game, and then release I forget the new terminology that's coming out for this, but progression of life or whatever update for this so it could survive a good year. But that could be something they should probably look at, but whether they will or not, I don't know. A lot of people on console understand the mods. Yeah, you're right there, Paul. You're right. How much can that thing take? Oh jeez, a lot more. Yeah, the T6 exclusivity, or whatever tractor was exclusive, it's actually not on PC. At least by Giant's doing. Modders may put it on there, but you can't get it. That's a seed maker, Ford. It is on the mod hub, I believe. Part of the global company stuff. This is why I did the barley in the first place. Predominantly was so we could use it for this. Keep some back for feed for chickens. Which they're probably fine. I've only fed them once. What button is it for the back door? See, seed production needs herbicide, got grain, I'm gonna produce seeds at the end of it. If we do jump into this and go check out our chickens. Oh, what about my 500th? In the grand scheme of things. You want about IRL, Ollie, or game? Presumably IRL. Chickens. Chickens need feed. Chickens need feed. I'll take a quick run up level. We've actually got a pallet of feed up there. But what I may do is what we've got left in the truck, we'll tip up at the extra farm and just use the skid steer. Oh, nice one, dude. What are they for? Cows, presumably. Hey, Paul. I saw you. Your face appear there, but I don't think I said hello, or did I see your message beforehand? So apologies. How do I minimize and germinate? I don't know. I really do not know. Actually, we can do a twofer. We can take back the header trailer too. Mix silage and straw bales. Wow. Hey, Dutch Panzer, what's up, dude? How you been keeping? Yeah, I'm doing good. I was gonna say these won't take much at all. Yeah, because it's a 3D model. You can actually do it. Oh, Greenwich Valley has some really sick roads with how bumpy it is. You like David Browns? Huh. No experience with them. They're alright, I guess. Wouldn't say they're my favorite tractor. They're an awesome classic, but they're not favorite by any means. Alright, so this I was going to dump here somewhere. Which, yeah. I'm really not a fan of doing it in an open face barn. You know what? I'll just take it back down to the yard. Want to go for a real bit of realism, and dumping it in an open face barn like that, yeah, probably wouldn't be advisable. I know, dude. Yeah, I know where it's Paul. Not been missing much. Do you think Giant should take a couple of years to make the next game? Well, I guess we're resetting the head up and trail up. They should have this one because of how much the leap forward was. They should never have released it in the state it was. A lot of people openly say that. Depends what they've got planned. If they're doing huge leap forwards like they are... Oh, why is that not steering? Okay, apparently I can't use this truck to pull this header trailer. That is very strange. If they're making huge leap planning on making huge leap forwards, I would say yeah. But they're probably not going to. Probably hurt their bottom line and their money too much. Big buffer there. Everything was okay on my end. That may have been your end of YouTube. 0 frames dropped. Touch wood. We're still streaming okay. I don't think we'll lose modders if Giants hold back to make the game better. To sit back, look at what they've got. But to do that, they also need to have more DLCs planned. To keep the game afloat, to keep people interested and all that good stuff. After a year, myself playing this as a content creator, I'm bored of the game. By the end, coming close to the release of the next one, I'm done playing the game at that point. I'm very bored. In fact, that's why I took a week off of playing it. And 17, a week before this, well, a week before we got access to the game, I was done. Each to their own on that one. Some still play 17. It's something that I highly, highly doubt we'll ever see Giants do. Back. Yeah, I had to restart Frozen Stream. Really? I got a feeling that's all on YouTube because everything is crystal clear on my end. Drop frames is 0. and 0.0%. We've been live 32 minutes according to this. Low class DLC, but I think we need JD DLC. John Deere have said themselves that with them coming into the Farm Sim League crap that they were gonna expand on their vehicles, so who knows? Who knows? They need to. The fact that Class had damn near added their whole entire lineup, I would expect John Deere to go, yeah, okay, let's do the same. But will we see that? I don't know. Why are the lights on for that trailer? They're not showing on, but I'm seeing the red texture though. I doubt it. Giants have never, to my knowledge at least, never brought back an old map that they've done in the past. They usually bring new maps. Yeah, historic equipment would be amazing. It's getting these manufacturers to sort of say, yeah, let's do it. That's the issue. Maybe FS1, do you think Giants should look at actually doing a real American train? Like a British map? They'll never do British maps. They've openly said they'll never do that. And that is solely because they make the stock in-game maps so you can get big buds and stuff like that around. So your biggest equipment that you have in-game, they build the maps so everything can get around, including them. So, knowing that, do you think they'll ever do that? No. As far as an American map, the American map I don't know, and I fail to understand why so many people are uppity on that one, was never designed to be a specific location of America. It was American themed. But so many people, this trailer may have issues. Or is it the reflector? I don't know what's causing that. But yeah, people keep on thinking that it was like based in a Pacific location or whatever. It was American themed. Like the European map. That wasn't set in a Pacific location per se. It was Europe themed, which I presume is German themed. Bearing in mind, the actual headquarters of Farm Sim, well, Giants, is actually a Swiss company. Yeah, I think it is the reflection on the trailer. Well, like a Class website or John Deere's website, those companies very proud of their history. Yeah, I know. That's why I was shocked with John Deere. So was it Giants? Was it John Deere? I don't know. I don't know. I would hope it wasn't the companies, because yeah, it's like I've always said, they seem very proud of their heritage. It's on the headland. Get this put away. I've been waiting for this skid steer forever. Apparently, I put a comment on his latest video of the leap air, and someone wrote back saying it's basically due to the delay, and that was due to so many people complaining it's so similar to the Massey Ferguson. Doesn't seem right to me, but I would have just uploaded it. This John Deere is going to fly off the shelf like hotcakes as far as the modern stuff goes. Anything John Deere would. Now that being said, I'm surprised as we haven't seen many modded John Deeres up on the mod hub. We've got a few, but nothing crazy. Not what people want as far as the UK community goes, but a lot of other people are very happy with it. Just suggesting, why don't you get rid of the grass in the storage field? I don't mind it being grass, honestly. Storage field like that is going to be grass. You're not going to concrete a whole entire thing. Actually, this thing I'm on about selling off, so... I'll put it down where machinery goes to die, down here. The American map looked a bit like hobby farms in New Jersey. The American map was all over the shop. You had queues from various different places, palm trees, stuff like that. It was an American themed map. It wasn't set on a state in particular. And so many people threw a fit of all the garbage around, the fact it looked ran down, and almost took it to heart, like like Giants were saying America was ran down and crap. It's just, oh, good lord. And then saying, oh, because it's a European company, the European map looked all beautiful and all clean, and jeez, looking too far into it, eh? They're stock maps. As soon as a modded map comes out, nobody gives a crap about how they look. Black Sheep did say they're not bringing the Massey Ferguson pack, not to everyone, but instead to people I know. Oh, yeah! They won't bring that Massey Ferguson pack back because, one, it got taken out of the competition because it was stolen. Well, it wasn't stolen, but they didn't have permission from MadXJS to put his machine in it from a previous competition, which actually broke the rules for the competition in F17. The models on it were absolutely horrendous. The dude who did it and spearheaded the pack wasn't actually Black Sheep himself. It was some... oh, crap. It was some other guy. And apparently after... then we lost some frames. Apparently after it all went down with the contest, the guy was relieved from being part of the Black Sheep team. I don't know who it was, but it wasn't actually Black Sheep himself. I don't think Black Sheep himself knew what was going on, which was strange. That's the story I've heard. How true it is, I don't know. It needs to be refilled. Yeah, I wonder why it needs to be refilled. Class and JD in the game. Taking the limelight, do you think Massey and Fent needs a game? No, not one bit. Fent's part of ADCO. It's not just when you think of Fent in the game, it's not just Fent. It's the ADCO brand is back in the game. And what was the other one you said? Massey and Massey. You know, I'm not a personal fan of their stuff, but they're in the game. They have been for a while. What video did you comment on? Oh, on Black Sheep's, it was the teaser of the Leap Errors. We're going to need to actually take a run up to the store to get more herbicide. We'll do this, and that's where we'll call it. I know I started a bit late today, but I've got a Euro Truck Sim video I need to record. We'll finish recording. So after I'm done this stream, I will be going straight into record on that. We need more Massey Ferguson tractors in game though. I would agree. I'd love to see some of the older Massey Fergusons in game. I love old Massey Ferguson tractors. Always have, always will. The old boxy front ends that look like, well, decent machines. I'm just not a fan of the new Massey designs. So is ATS2. Let's never look. Why wouldn't ETS2 not be a look? It's always been a great game. Why would you have not been playing it to begin with? I don't get why you would not have been playing Euro Truck Sim. I actually, that really baffles me. All of the ones Peter J did last year, they were some of my favorites. Like, just the designs of them. Never operated them, probably never will, but that style was my favorite. What? No. Euro Truck Sims look decent for a hell of a long time now. You probably didn't up your graphics settings. Just look at any of my Euro Truck videos from the last, 30 years. Alright, you guys are gonna get lag there too. Okay, why are you not filling up? There we go. Okay, look, exactly. In all seriousness, when was the last time we looked at it? We need more modern John Deeres. Released Giants. What do you mean more modern John Deeres? We damn near have the whole... Even including mods that are on the mod hub, we have John Deere's, almost John Deere's full range. We're missing the articulated stuff. This picks over for me, yeah. I saw it go into the red. That was it losing connection. Now, like I said, I'm gonna go fill up the sprayer and we're gonna call it quits for the day. Yeah, exactly. Peter J said he's... with Peter J, I've got a hunch his system possibly can't cope with it. If you look at any of Peter J's screenshots he's taken and put on his Facebook page, the texture quality of his game looks incredibly low. Incredibly low. And I kind of got a hunch that his system was a lower end one. And he was struggling to play the game to begin with. And possibly can't play 19. Be careful what mods you use with that one as well, Ed. DirectX 11, I've had a lot of Jazzy Cat's traffic stuff really crap itself with that, unfortunately. I play P3D, which is Lockheed Martin's simulator. Yeah, I still play flight sims with it. Very heavy. Yeah, custom modern do some decent stuff. Yeah, the stream's not happy. I wonder if it turned down my bitrate a touch, if it'd be happier. I'll look into that. P3D, yeah, that was expensive. That's like £60. But even then, you're gonna get into add-ons and all of that stuff. I've got a lot of money tied up in Flight Simulator. No, when OBS stops sending data, that's my end. That's OBS crap in itself, unfortunately. Yeah, Flight Sim, I've got a lot of money tied up into. I actually signed up to be part of the insider team on that last night. There's an NDA with that, so if I get into that, we don't know. Won't be able to talk much about it. Well, I won't be able to talk anything about it, but yeah, I'm glad to see they're bringing back Flight Sim again. They were the leaders in my Flight Simulator. As a young kid, my first real games I played was Flight Simulators. Microsoft Flight Simulator 2002. Then 2004 Century of Flight. Then FSX. Then played FSX for many years. It came on Steam, I even got it then. Then I migrated over to P3D because of its modernization. Like when I say I used to play a crap tons of flight sims, I really have thousands of hours in flight simulators. And the cheapest way is True FSX. Yeah, the cheapest way would be FSX on Steam. Possibly. I applied for it, Drew. Both me and Rainbow Dave did, and I believe even simulated. Again, my flight sim stuff is for me. It will never see my YouTube channel. I've got a couple of flight sim videos when I was just screwing around when I was younger on it, but I don't have anything on the channel. I don't want to be critiqued about me flying and enjoying myself, so that stays for me. No, I use my Xbox controller. I used to have a joystick going way back. It was a Logitech Attack 3. But that's... Put it this way, it was that old, the rubber gate that goes around the bottom of the joystick was perishing. It was old. Incredibly old. Nah, that's a game for me. Honestly, with flight sim streams, there's nothing interesting. The landing, well, the taxiing, taking off, landing. That is it. That is the only interesting pieces. When I'm in cruise in Flight Simulator, flying my sort of GA aircraft, general aviation stuff, I'm watching YouTube. I'm doing other stuff. I'm playing on my Nintendo Switch. Then landing, obviously, I'm paying attention. But the rest of it, I'm really not. I'm really not doing anything else because it is boring. It really is. For people that aren't into aviation. Alrighty, so I'm going to call it quits here. I hope you guys have enjoyed. We'll be back tomorrow with the Eurotruck video that I will finish recording after I'm done this stream. So until next time, I hope you guys have enjoyed, and we'll see you guys on the next one. Later.
And I'll run into the sea, follow this heart that escapes me. It escapes.